Keith, meantime, here in Maine, we're talking about some snow and sleet, really just a mess, and it's going to kind of make a mess overnight, right?
Yeah, everything but hail and grapple today, basically, is what we got. We covered all the bases. And we still have a lot out there. We've got several more hours left of this storm to go. And I was checking a bunch of different cameras that the Maine DOT has, and you could see it really fall apart as you got into central Maine, just south of Bangor, certainly north of Bangor. We've had a lot of sleet there, some freezing rain in addition. And to the west, it's been a different scenario. It's been this storm fits and starts where we've had a couple of good bands. We've had breaks in between. And now we've got rain in Portland at 32, but we've got sleet farther inland. So yeah, a little of everything. And this is all coming from this system is really wrapped up way to our south, finally now moving off to the north and east away. So this is called snow total so far. There's not a lot of snow on this though. Princeton, 3.5 inches of sleet. Prospect Harbor, 2 inches of sleet. Steuben coming in with a 1/4 inch of ice. And then Gorham, finally, snow, 2.7. Hope, 2 inches as well. And I measured just south of Portland today, a little over 3 inches. We're not getting a ton of snow reports so far, but they'll trickle in. So what's going to happen here is the sleet will change over in a lot of cases to snow at the end of this storm. It gets colder at the mid-levels as that system moves away. And so we're going to end as snow, could pick up a few extra inches here by midnight, and then after that we quickly dissolve this storm. Tomorrow we slowly clear out with a mixture of sun and clouds, temperatures upper 30s, even some low 40s. And then Wednesday we have another relatively mild day into the low 40s. So a lot of us here will melt a lot of the snow that we saw before our next storm system moves in, which we'll talk about in just a second. Additional snowfall amounts here, not huge, 2 inches, maybe 3 inches left in Rockland, Bangor. We'll also see some sleet mixed in with that, which has been keeping totals down in a lot of spots. You don't get nearly as much sleet as you would snow per liquid ratio, and so that tends to keep those amounts down. Okay, so a couple quiet days, Tuesday, Wednesday, most of the day Thursday. Next storm moves in Thursday night into Friday. This looks really good. I don't see a whole lot of controversy in this storm. The models are pretty well locked in, and it is going to move across Thursday night, last through the first half of Friday, and then move out Friday afternoon. So we're not going to make a map yet just because it's very confusing to have a map when a storm is still going on. But I'd say right now, broad brush, southern Maine, say from the mid-coast to southern Maine, 4 to 8 inches is probably what it's going to be. So it'll be decent. The winter's showing up a little bit, but you will notice even between systems, it's not that cold. Right. So it's showing up in the sense of some mixed precipitation, some snow, not a lot of frigid cold here, but certainly more wintry than, I don't know, the rest of the winter has been.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and my main concern this morning was shovel, get the first layer off so that it doesn't end up being, 3 inches of snow and then freezing rain on top of that, and
that's
forget
why
it.
Princeton with 3.5 inches of sleet. We saw that last year. That's so hard to move that stuff. So that will hamper them a bit up there.
So time to melt next couple of days right before the next one comes in. Awesome.
Back to real winter. Yep.
Thanks, Keith.